Councillors, if we could please go back to our seats, and we're
Looks like it, yeah.
back to the meeting. And members, at this stage, if we just take the questions. So, Denise, is Jacques with you? Jacques coming back.
It's just, yeah.
Okay. And Denise, just on the 2 points, question about reduce harm and homelessness. Homelessness, you've found a place that it could be fitted in?
Yes, through Focus Area 2, we can add some content around homelessness, and we can also link to the Auckland Library's homelessness program, which a case study has been written about at the moment.
Okay, Focus Area 2, can you take us to the paragraph that you would add it to?
We'll have to add.
We'll have to give it some more thought to make sure that it's incorporated appropriately, but there are sentences there around barriers that prevent people from accessing services and facilities, such as affordability. So there are probably areas there that we can expand on from that to include the content on homelessness.
Okay, we're going to include the reference to homelessness there. Councillor Casey, the other point raised by Councillor Casey was reduce harm in Strategic Direction 2.
We're going to add that.
That is in the strategic direction itself. Now,
so how we could address that is in Direction 2 we could have improve health and wellbeing for all Aucklanders by reducing harm and disparities and opportunities. That is an option of how we could do that.
I just want to show of hands on this. Generally, is there a willingness to include that, members?
Yes. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, well done, Denise.
Now, there is... Thank you.
I know.
Now, there is another issue which I don't think we're going to quite resolve here. So I'm looking for a pathway to address this, and that is the quite critical issue of further recognising, because it is recognised, it's just the further recognition of the treaty. So on that, Denise and Jacques, do you have advice?
Yes, so we could have a amendment to approve content subject to further consideration of the treaty as Bicultural Foundation of New Zealand provided for and measured within the belonging and participation outcome, or an alternative option within the plan.
Okay, members, I just like it as the foundation document for the country. I think it is one of the critical foundation, what is arguably a critical foundation document for our Auckland plan. Now, we could spend quite a bit of time getting this right here, but I'm just wondering if there's a willingness of the meeting to approve the content today in these two sections, and that our staff and the delegated authority be given to the Chair, the Deputy Mayor, the Chair of the Environment Community Committee, Chair of Finance, and an independent Māori statutory board member, to give them delegated authority to refine this and resolve this particular issue in this section.
Yep.
Is there a preparedness to do that?
Yes.
Yes.
I see nods. Can I check with the IMSB, please? Is that amenable to you, that direction?
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree with you, Mr. Chair, that we should say New Zealand, Tamaki Makaurau. I mean, of course it's about Auckland plan.
Okay, thank you. And thanks to all parties in the break for working those slight differences out. Appreciate that. Okay, I don't have anybody else wanting to ask questions.
Yep.
It is moved and seconded, and we're just going to get the amended words for the motions on the screen. Councillor Casey?
Just to change the elderly to older people, it's on page Focus Area 5, halfway down the page. Many people, particularly the elderly, young people and people on low incomes.
That's language. Older people is consistent with how we do refer to older people. That's fine. Thank you. Okay. Just wait for the wording to be changed, then we'll put it on the screen, members. Councillor Hills.
Just to speak.
Yes, you can speak to it now if you are comfortable speaking, not to the motions they're coming. But Councillor Hills.
No, just quickly, I think this is another exciting step forward. I think obviously there's still a bit of work to do, and obviously the draft will make things a lot more easy to see, and with all the maps and everything there for us to deal with. The other thing with the digital plan, I'm really excited, and thank you for involving me in the that sort of bit of crafting of that, or a bit of back and forth there. I think that it will be another exciting way and a lot easier to get into than the last Auckland plan. You know, things have moved forward, especially on smartphones and stuff. I think it's going to be extremely easy for people to read, understand, consult with, and get as many views across the city as we possibly can in our communities on this plan. So I'm really excited with the digital side to really, user-friendly stuff, and what I'm seeing so far is really, really good plan. So thank you for that, and I'm just looking forward to finally having a draft to take out to people on the refresh, so it's much more easy for everyone to figure out what we're doing here. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. It was moved before. It was moved early. Thank you. It's been moved and seconded for a while. So there we have it in the red, members. And I think that reflects the debate or the contributions that we've had today. And the very minor one of elderly, I think that's just a minor edit. Councillor Casey, we can address that, and the staff have taken that one on board. Okay, it's moved and seconded. Councillor Walker.
Yeah, issue I want to raise, and I have raised it in workshops, is that this Auckland plan is a plan for Auckland, not just council. And while I note a number of links to various council documents, there should be links to plans and actions that people in the community have. And that could go to, for example, Bike Auckland around cycling, it goes to the homeless issue, it goes to a range of things. So that we have a plan, as the officers have pointed out, that is dynamic, not a plan that just sits on the shelf and gathers dust. So my concern is that the digital content actively reflect that. That might mean generating links to things that, frankly, may be a little at odds with us, but that shouldn't matter. We should still be doing that. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Through the Chair, the implementation sections of the plan will address those sorts of things. It will actually link to other groups and other agencies and organisations who have a role in implementing the plan.
Thank you. Member Tohinara.
Just a couple of suggestions on can we put of the Treaty of Waitangi instead of just of the treaty?
Yes, fair enough.
Of course. And
we could put the Māori there as well, if you like. Just.
I'm not actually too fussed about that.
You're okay?
Oh, yeah, sweet. My elder next to me says sweet. Elder.
Was that a compliment?
And also Bicultural Foundation of New Zealand and Tāmaki Makaurau. And you just got to fix up some words after that.
Everybody happy with that? It's an improvement, thank you.
I don't like to be critical, but I think Tāmaki Makaurau was founded sometime before the Treaty of Waitangi. I mean, the Treaty of Waitangi is all-embracing, but that may be overdoing it, with all due respect, through you, Mr. Chair.
No, actually, I only put it there because the plan is about Auckland. Okay, this is Auckland's plan, but it's also the founding document of New Zealand. And so, if you put the two together, it's like I said to our chair. You open up your phone. What do you get? You get your home page. Your home page is basically the Treaty of Waitangi. From my perspective, I know that there might be hundreds of people that disagree with me, But it is about New Zealand and it is about Tāmaki Makaurau.
Thank you. Support that. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Contrary, no. Declare that carried. Thank you.